Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today we'll be talking about some of the news topics from across the country. But before I get started today, let me introduce you to the biggest Halloween party happening in Bangkok on 30th October, Monster Jam. Now this is an event at JJ Mall in Chatuchak and it's headlined by quite a few musical artists like Ray Shremerd, Slim Jim and Sway Lee Supergroup with some of Thailand's best rappers including 2P, Da Boy Way and Bangkok Invaders. The event will also include a haunted maze. Who doesn't love that? Celebrity dunk booths, carnival games, and best costume contests. And the coolest and scariest and sexiest costumes win 30,000 baht prize for each category. So there's enough money going out there for you to win. So dress up and do join Monster Jam. You can buy tickets at monsterjambangkok.com. As you might have also noticed, ladies and gentlemen, my significant other, one Alexi Latour, is not here today. He's on holiday. He'll be joining us next week. But last plug before I get started, a big thank you to Fazwaz for making the show happen. They sponsor our show, so thank you so much. If you've ever thought about buying, renting, or selling property in Thailand, please check out fazwaz.com. They're the largest real estate portal in the country. All right, we've got a couple of stories from around Thailand, one around ASEAN. It's a shorter episode today, so let's get cracking. Our first story today takes us to Udon Thani, where a man was shot after a dispute with his neighbor. Do be careful when you're fighting with your neighbor. Early one morning in Udon Thani's Nong Saat district, local police responded to a grisly scene near a rice field. A 39-year-old man was discovered dead, suffering both shotgun wounds to his face and chest and a deep slash to the head. Nearby lay a sickle and machete, believed to be his, along with a spent shotgun cartridge. His motorcycle was parked just off the field, and investigators believe the crime stems from a long-running dispute with a neighboring landowner who is currently being sought by police. Neighbors reported hearing gunshots earlier the morning while tending fields and said the victim had previous conflicts with others over land and boundaries. The victim's wife said he left the house early to work and showed no signs of being threatened. Authorities are reviewing CCTV footage, collecting witness testimonies, and combining through past complaints to piece together the motive behind what really happened. But yeah, there we go. If you have a dispute with your fellow neighbor, do be careful. They might come and kill you. Although not common, but possible. I'm also thinking about what CCTV footage they're going to be reviewing. I highly doubt there's CCTV footages looking at rice fields, but maybe there are. I don't know. If you know the answer to that, please let us know in the comment section below. For now, I'm going to move on to our next story, which is a little bit of a shocker, but takes us to Samut Prakan, where a Thai man has died after an ant bite while trimming trees. All right. In Samut Prakan, tragedy struck during a routine tree trimming job at a plantation near Soi Sawang Arom, Bangbo district. The worker in his 30s was on a tree limb trimming branches close to power lines when he was bitten by ants. Now, the painful bite marks appeared, and witnesses say he cried out before trying to descend. Moments later, he collapsed, convulsing and approaching unconsciousness. Colleagues attempted to administer first aid, dousing him with water, applying antiseptic, and using makeshift breathing assistance, but he did not regain consciousness. He was pronounced dead before he could be moved to hospital. His coworker, who also had bite marks, survived. Authorities have taken the body for postmortem to determine whether death was from anaphylactic shock, venom toxicity, or underlying conditions aggravated by stress. The incident has ignited warnings from labor and health agencies that outdoor workers must be equipped with protective gear, epinephrine pens for severe allergic reactions, and training in emergency response while working in insect-prone zones. The community is obviously left shaken, and calls are growing for stricter safety protocols. And also perhaps testing, because it seems like this gentleman was unfortunately had a very severe action to the venom from these ants. And yeah, certain ants can have excruciating bites and painful bites. Good question being asked. What do you do when your fellow worker, especially if you're working doing manual labor jobs, gets hurt? There's not a lot of first aid training, and also a lot of options for response for this kind of situation. So whose responsibility is it? Let us know in the comment section below. Some good news in our next story, talking about Bangkok being named world's best city for Gen Z. I guess great if you're Gen Z watching. But, yeah. Great news for Gen Zs watching the show. In a major affirmation of its youth appeal, Bangkok has been ranked the #1 city globally for Generation Z in a recent survey of cities by and for under 30s. Now, Bangkok scored highly in categories like happiness, affordability, friendliness, nightlife, and the ability to meet new people. Around 84% of Gen Z respondents said they were happy living in Bangkok, and over 70% rated it budget-friendly for youth. Young residents cited Bangkok's sprawling street food culture, nightlife, cafe scenes, art spaces, low-cost transport, and easy social life as top draws. The city even beat global peers like Melbourne, Cape Town, and New York. The ranking is expected to attract more digital nomads, creatives, and young professionals looking for vibrant yet affordable urban living. It also gives Bangkok a promotional boost internationally. Youth-targeted campaigns may intensify, and local policymakers may lean more into supporting creative industries, co-working spaces, and affordable housing to keep retaining this demographic. I guess great news for everybody. The retirees love coming to Thailand, the digital nomads like coming to Thailand, and now apparently the Gen Zs. So great for Thailand, I guess. How do you feel about Bangkok being a great city for Gen Zs? And if any Gen Zs are watching us, please let us know in the comment section below. How do you feel about Bangkok? But for now, I'm going to take a quick break, a quick fast break, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back. Welcome back. That was a refreshing break. Thank you, Fazwas, for sponsoring the show. Once again, if you've ever thought about property, if you've ever even just thought about property, but not poverty, if you've ever even thought about property or investments, check out fazwas.com. They've got a great support network as well. They'll help you look around. All right. And once again, biggest party happening in Halloween this month, 30th October, Monster Jam. Tickets at monsterjambangkok.com. All right, let me move on to our last two stories. Now, this next story is a little bit of a wowzer, and it's been a while since I've said one of these, but make of it what you will. But our next story talks about a Thai man who locks his penis with 2 rings over fear of theft. Have you ever been afraid of losing your genitals? Well, in an incident that stunned local media and residents, a 28-year-old man in Buriram locked his penis using 2 rings, one steel, one plastic, claiming fear that someone would attempt to steal it due to its large size. Embarrassed but desperate, he sought help from medical personnel who carefully removed the rings to avoid injury or circulation damage. The man insisted on the reasoning. He believed securing the organ was a form of protection. Though physically unharmed, his mental state is now under examination. Authorities are assessing him for signs of body dysmorphic disorder, delusional thoughts, or anxiety-related conditions, and have urged mental health follow-up. The incident struck a nerve with the public, triggering a wider discourse on mental health awareness in rural Thailand, where access to psychiatric services may be limited and stigma high. Medical experts remarked that while the removal was non-surgical, the psychological distress behind such an act deserves clinical attention. Now, some might find this story extremely hilarious. Some might say it's very concerning, and two things can be true, So I don't have much to say about that story other than very confident man. I mean, very confident man to know that he's a large specimen, apparently, allegedly. Unfortunately or fortunately, we can't show you video proof of that on our show. But I guess if you could Google it, and if we're really intrigued, you could find out. But yeah, that was a little bit of a wowzer. It's been a while, but every now and then we get a penis story. Yeah, I don't know if we're better off with this, but now you know. If you've ever been afraid of somebody stealing your genital parts, don't do that. At least you know that. Okay. I'm going to move on swiftly to our last story today, which is from the ASEAN area, talking about Malaysia and especially their football association that has been sanctioned by FIFA over forged documents. Football's governing body has taken a hard line on the Football Association of Malaysia after uncovering a network of forged identity documents used to field ineligible players. 7 naturalized players have been banned for 12 months, and FAM faces significant fines and reputational damage. The investigation uncovered falsified birth dates, parentage records, and citizenship documentation, enabling those players to bypass eligibility rules set by FIFA. This violation triggered disciplinary actions under FIFA's rules and forgery and manipulation. Malaysian officials say they plan to appeal, but the ruling could throw a wrench into squad planning, tournament participation, and sponsor relations. The scandal has also fueled debate over ethics, oversight, and transparency within Southeast Asian football and raised pressure on other associations to audit naturalization processes. What's more concerning is that Malaysia is still absolutely rubbish at football. Even after allegedly, cheating to get almost so many players that are not actual citizens, apparently. Yeah, don't hate me. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. It's not my fault. It's facts. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. You can find more stories at thetiger.com. I just happened to pick some of the wackier stories today. But there are a lot of things going on around Thailand. You can figure that out on thetiger.com or get into the conversation on ASEANnow.com, where there are stories from all over ASEAN region. For now, I'm going to dive into the live chat. I'll be live again tomorrow morning. One Alexi Latour will be joining us next Tuesday because Monday is a public holiday next week. So do stay tuned for that. For now, I'm going to go into the live chat. Until then, I'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.